Good Sunday afternoon. I'm Texas Storm Chasers Baldy and Chief David Reimer. It is coming up past about 2 p.m. now on Sunday, the 2nd of June, 2024. It's hot and humid across the eastern two-thirds of the state, with temperatures already well up into the 80s and 90s this afternoon. Not abnormal for June, but well, it's going to get hotter later this week as we start to shut rain chances off for at least a few days. But as we head into this afternoon, that's not the case, especially across northern portions of Texas. Notice we have a arcing line of thunderstorms kind of on an outflow boundary, which you can see here on the satellite imagery. I'll highlight it here. You can see that boundary extending across portions of West Texas into the northern big country, northwest Texas, up into southern and central Oklahoma. That outflow boundary has provided enough lift for a complex of thunderstorms to develop. Big shock, right? From, well, pretty much Oklahoma City down to approaching Ardmore to, let's just say at this point, Wichita Falls over to Henrietta, back southwest to Monday. These thunderstorms are probably going to keep going, given the fact they have an unstable environment ahead of them, and that's just been the name of the game over the last 7 to 10 days. So, short-term thunderstorm chances are increasing across Texoma and North Texas as this line of thunderstorms moves east-southeast, meaning yes, those of you in the DFW Metroplex may end up having thunderstorms before dinner time at the present course and speed if these hold together, and well, they very well may. If not, well, you're at least going to get some cloud cover to cool temperatures off a bit, but wouldn't be shocked if we did have thunderstorms continue over the next several hours east-southeast into North Texas and the big country. The strongest of these storms capable of damaging straight-line winds, hail, heavy rainfall, and a lot of cloud-to-ground lightning. Now, let's talk about what's going on back here in portions of the Panhandle of West Texas. This outflow boundary extending into West Texas may also become a corridor of development this afternoon for isolated to scattered severe thunderstorm chances, and we also have a dry line set up. In fact, you could see a couple storms starting to pop in northeastern New Mexico, but notice that dew points, which are now the digits displayed on screen, those are in the 50s and 60s across the Panhandle, West Texas, the Permian Basin, into far eastern New Mexico. Clovis is at 55 degrees, while Tucumcari is at 27, so the dry line right about there. Thunderstorms, isolated to scattered, are likely to develop over the next few hours. Well, I'll show you what the high-res rapid refresh model shows. Now, this model does not have any idea of what's really going on right now in terms of the storm complex farther east, which is why I haven't shown it to you thus far. But for storms later this afternoon into tonight across western portions of Texas, I'll go ahead and do that. So, let's take a look, and I'm just going to talk it out. And again, this is what the model shows at 2 o'clock. Clearly, it's missing storms in Texas. 3, 4. Notice we're starting to see some storms develop across West Texas, the Panhandle. It has no idea what's going on in North Texas, Northwest Texas, so don't bother trying to figure that out. Again, those storms that we already have in Texoma, Northwest Texas, southern Oklahoma are probably going to continue southeast. As we continue into the evening, notice we have scattered thunderstorms increasing along Interstate 27 from Lubbock to Amarillo, the typical Fort Stockton storm, up towards Perryton. Some of these storms could be supercells with very large hail, damaging winds, perhaps a few tornadoes. As we continue into this evening, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, next complex of storms begins to evolve. So again, that's what we're expecting. We're going to be dealing with 2 areas of severe weather potential this afternoon and this evening. First potential now underway, northern big country, northwest Texas, Texoma, moving towards North Texas, the DFW Metroplex. And again, some of these storms may reach DFW with the potential for damaging straight line winds, hail, heavy rain by dinner time. The potential for this complex to continue southeast, frankly, it may keep on going into parts of the Ark-La-Tex, maybe even central East Texas too. We'll see. But clearly, once they get going, they are not easy to stop. And then later on this afternoon, probably within a few hours, we'll see thunderstorm development occur far eastern New Mexico, extending into the Texas Panhandle and West Texas, both on this arcing outflow boundary and the dry line. And that may also become our next complex of storms that could then move southeast tonight into Monday morning into parts of northwest Texas, the Big Country, Texoma, and North Texas. So again, a busy afternoon and evening ahead. We're going to be here for it. We'll have live severe weather coverage when necessary later on today with frequent updates on the social media channels. As always, you can keep an eye on the sky with the free Texas Storm Chasers mobile app, interactive weather radars, your local weather forecast, severe weather coverage, daily Texas weather roundups, and more. And again, just search for Texas Storm Chasers where you download apps for your device. We'll keep you updated throughout the day. I'm Texas Storm Chasers Baldy-in-Chief, David Reimer.